From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry now for the rookie from SC. It's Ronald Jones. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Is that all you got? Oh, you better come harder next time, son. Yeah, that's what I do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
We do see this a lot from rookie quarterbacks, don't we? They kind of lock in on their intended target. A lot of times they establish that buddy, that guy they depend on, and boy, defenses zero in on it, don't they?
A little A bit too telegraphed that time, and that's why it's knocked away. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Looking to throw. Finley. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10, and he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And a great move on the play as he takes this one past the 25. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
They're going to look to throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. They'll look to throw here. Now he'll escape to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from 1st and goal, 3 straight incompletion?
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you not got too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Off play action. Finley going deep downfield for Ross. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing on 3rd and long. Finley. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So out come the Bucs now. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Wide open receiver complete. He's already topped his receiving output from a week ago, and we're just in the first quarter, as that's a first down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain of 39 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin here with Bernard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finley. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun on 3rd down. Finley. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's to the 10. And finally down at the 9-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
They'll give it to him up the middle. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's not a bad idea. Set up in the gun. Send a
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. The holding penalty, that puts them in an unenviable spot here as they try again on 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Finley eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. George Kittle with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. Bullock good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And that one results in 35 yards. Great patience in the pocket. Of course, it's easy to be patient when the protection's good, and it was.
Yeah, you've got to pat those guys on the helmet and say thanks, because they gave him plenty of time to stay back there, survey the field, go through the reads that he wanted to, and deliver the ball accurately. That was really well executed.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That's caught by Howard. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll drop the throw. Forced out to his left. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now he's flushed out left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Here's Bernard. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Lucky 56.
On first down, Finley. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw on second down. Finley escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play, the rookie defender won the battle.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Finding room at the 30. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Love the run right there, and when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. He'll drop to throw. Out to the left there and complete to Howard. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Detroit! Detroit!
They go play action here on first down. The 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right, and he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's their quarterback. His second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Santos now to add the PAT. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They find some open field here. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Buccaneers out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Now Ross to return. And a very good return, but a penalty marker is down. I'm not sure what this is going to be. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Bernard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
So much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
Underneath, this is Bernard. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finley, he's going to let this one go deep. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll get it up the middle. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Back to throw. Finley. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
All right, here we go.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Breshad Perriman. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll look to throw here. He's going to look deep for Perriman. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Ross on the return. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
That's it, baby. That's it.
Leopard! Leopard!
Again, here's Bernard. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Leopard!
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a third and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he'll punt it away for the second time. take it at about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked him.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run again with Bernard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So a carry for Bernard. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Finley. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Back to throw. Finley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gun! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing again. Finley. Airing this one out for Evans. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Finley. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Lavonte David.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's got his man on the crossing route. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a 1st down to boot. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Over. Gone.
Now back to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Lucky 56. Detroit! Watch it now, Barney.
They're going to look to throw. It fights him off. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. So that one will be accepted. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Dirk Cutter's guys go for it, but come up empty. And the Bengals will get the football back. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd down. Finley, he drops it off for Bernard. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Finley. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Looking to throw. Finley going for the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And on the ground they go with the running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Oh, good move at the 10. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Gone! Over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he steps away, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. O.J. Howard with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. A close call here. Did the ball cross the plane? I don't know. From the naked eye, this was tough to tell.
Always difficult when there's such a tangle of bodies around. You're just trying to find the ball and make sure just a portion of it crossed the plane of the goal line.
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 14.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, Finley. Dancing to his left. Now a desperation. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Finley. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
So he got 3 of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw. Finley. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to a 1-score game. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Bullock out now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
This is Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Tampa Bay,
Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit out that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse deep and I raiding. We act a fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over bait. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking.